We are now.
Hi.
Corey can't pick up chicken.
I got it.
I'm so proud of you. I can see how stained your chopsticks are. That Corey's dying.
But it's so good. I can't stop. It's like the penne vodka last night that I had for dinner. We went to a restaurant for my grandma's birthday, which was Tuesday, yesterday, and the penne vodka was so good. I ate like 3/4 of it, and then I tried to eat a creme brulee, and I ate it all, but my stomach, I was nauseous after, but I just couldn't stop.
You're just in. Okay, but when it comes to penne vodka, I don't blame you.
It was just so good. I literally was like captivated by this penne vodka. Now I'm captivated by spicy popcorn chicken from a Chinese restaurant.
Well, I guess we're not going to talk about the tea we're drinking. We're going to talk about what we're having for dinner. um,
Apparently.
I I had tonkatsu ramen and takoyaki. Muy
I wish I could have
delicioso.
takoyaki.
You couldn't even have the tonkatsu ramen and have fish cakes in it.
I can ask for it without.
Yeah, you could. It
That's
was like
basically what I have to do
yeah.
everywhere I go.
Corey will die,
I will.
even though you're currently. All right. Well, other than you have very spicy food. What's your tea this week?
Um, Paul just worked for like 8 hours straight and got $50.
Sounds about right. Corporate America.
It's not even corporate America. It's
No,
his
it's
boss
not.
for one of his companies, but it was a personal job. But she did get them food, which was like $80. So I was like,
Wait, are you? He doesn't have a second job, does he?
he did. It was the remote one. It's the one from before.
Oh, okay. So I was about to say, why is he on site? The fuck?
Yeah, no. That's it. That's basically it. I feel like I can't think of anything except for this freaking spicy feeling in my mouth.
Valid.
The peppers still have the seeds. I haven't even gotten to the rice yet.
Bro, you suffering.
It's okay. There's onion in here to soften the blow.
Yeah, I don't think that onion's gonna help, bro.
It hasn't done shit. And then I went downstairs and Cindy was like, "Oh, your uncle got some kind of beef. He said it's spicy. Why don't you try some?" So I took some out of the container and it just tasted like pepper steak. And I was like, I don't know if because what I'm eating is so spicy, this tastes like nothing, or what, but this tastes like pepper steak.
Damn.
That's it.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm in a talking mood today.
I'm just waiting.
I have a mouthful of food. Do you?
You didn't before.
Do you have tea?
I do. It's also about work, but my own personal work, not my boyfriend's. I had my first shift at the one job, and it was an overnight. I think I talked about it in the last episode. I can't remember. Did you just drop chicken?
No. Drop my phone.
Okay. Yeah, the sauce would be harder to get out of the carpet.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a freaking overnight loadout. And I'm gonna bleep out the name because I don't want people to try to find out where this artist was performing. Of all people, it was Charlie Puth.
Hey, can you hook me up with Stray Kids?
Deadass, and it even says like Stray Kids on my name tag.
I'd have been like, hey.
Hey, you know these guys?
I don't think that they're friends though.
No, they're not.
They like hate him.
They do. But I had that shift and I just got called in to work on Sunday at my other job. Or making that bank.
Oh, did I tell you something? Bleep this out
Oh,
entirely.
shit.
I just thought about it. You know how I'm at the other school for this week?
Yeah.
Do
Mm-hmm.
you want to know why I'm at that school?
Uh-oh.
Danny went to the fucking psych ward.
Sounds about right.
Because I was supposed to work with him, but then the schedule got changed to make me the program manager and
Mm-hmm.
somebody else. So I texted him, the first time I texted him in like over a year. I was like, what happened? And he was like, oh, I'm going to the psych ward. And I was like,
So casually, just like...
oh, sorry. Also, we're not going to tell Paul that I texted him.
Why would I?
And now we're going to cut all that out. And hello, guys.
Time skip
What's
noise. Yeah. Yeah, work's been something. All right.
Yep.
You ready for story time?
Oh,
Another bleep.
that's been like the sixth burp in like 10 minutes. The popcorn chicken is making me burp. I'm so sorry.
Y'all are gonna get a lot of bleeps. Or I'm just gonna cut it out. I don't know yet. Haven't decided.
Is it like a one-parter that's just long?
One parter that's long.
Sure, let's get started.
All right. Would you like to guess the topic of true crime I have today?
Murder.
I'll give it to you. Close. Serial killer.
Haha. Is this the frickin' one from England?
It is the one from England.
I thought about it, and like I had options, but I can't remember their names now.
Oh, shit. Well, I'm going to preface this. I had to literally expand my research and listen to some podcasts and documentaries and whatnot. And I'm mostly using sources from the documentary Born to Kill and the podcast. And that's why we drink episode 225 and Call Me Chris on YouTube. Oh, Corey, today we're talking about... Actually, I should ask, do you have any doctor's appointments coming up?
Oh my gosh. No. No. Do I?
I really hope you don't, because you're going to be scared.
Well, I don't have to be put under.
Oh, you didn't do that.
I know, but I'm saying I don't have to be put under, so I think I'm like, all right.
Okay, well he did other things. Anyway, so today we're going to talk about Dr. Death.
Yeah. Woo! I knew exactly who you were talking about after you asked me the doctors.
Yeah, sorry.
You asked me as if you were gonna change the topic if I had a doctor's appointment.
Yeah, no.
Like
that was not.
Like just ask just to rub it in the wound.
Oh, of course.
Okay,
So...
I need to be done with this chicken. It's like burning my esophagus, I feel like.
You're gonna have a hole in your fucking throat soon.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, because then you'd have to go to the doctor.
Yeah. I'd just die, actually.
So he is one of the most prolific serial killers in the UK. But you don't have to worry about him. Because we don't live in the UK. So we Gucci.
I caught the rice.
You caught the rice! And you just dropped it again! So, Dr. Death is Harold Frederick, or he'd like to go by Fred, apparently, but everyone addresses him as like Shipman or Harold, so we're not going to call him Fred. Harold Frederick Shipman was born January 14th, 1946 in Nottingham, England. He was the second of 3 children to Harold Shipman Sr., who was a lorry driver. Do you know what a lorry is?
It's got to be like either a taxi or like a trolley.
It's a truck.
What the heck?
He's a truck driver.
Why is it called that?
Because it's England. Yeah, I don't fucking know.
Everything's weird in England.
True. And his mother, Vera Shipman, who was a stay-at-home mom. They were devout Methodist, and he was actually pretty much his mother's favorite.
Ow.
I don't know. He did well in school. He basically kept to himself. But he mainly was like one of those kids that was like, I don't need to make friends. I just want to be done with school. He was also very close with his mother. But she died from lung cancer when he was 17 on June 21st, 1963.
Oh, that's so sad.
It is very sad. He basically became her caretaker. And her death was possibly his turning point. Um, he never really talked about her death nor showed emotion in public. He really kept it all to himself. And he would actually watch the doctor administer morphine to help her feel better. Because, well, she was terminally ill.
Yeah.
After her death, he lost the emotional connection with his father. And he actually didn't have any interest in medicine until she had died. Basically watching this doctor help his mother.
Yeah.
So he coped with the grief by running no matter the weather nor time of day. This gave him lots of endorphins that acted like a euphoric high. Not the healthiest way to cope.
It could
But
be
I
better.
have heard of worse.
But it could be worse. It's middle.
So he married Primrose May Oxtoby on November 5th, 1966. They met when she was 17 and he was 19. And he got her pregnant before marriage. She was pregnant at 17.
That shit happened to my grandma. But the age gap was like 21 years.
Yeah. No, they were only 2 years apart. So their firstborn would be Sarah. She was born in 1967. And then they would have 3 more kids together, Christopher, David, and Sam. And Primrose was also a stay-at-home mom. So Shipman studied medicine at Leeds School of Medicine and graduated in 1970 with a MB.CHB. Don't ask me what that stands for. I tried. I can't remember it. I did look it up. I cannot remember it off. I have my phone today. I have my phone.
Meanwhile, I'm just chowing down on some rice.
Right.
I want ice cream. I feel like I'm about to get my period.
Okay. Let me redo that line now that I have the answer. So he studied medicine at the Leeds School of Medicine and graduated in 1970 with an MB.CHB, which is basically a bachelor's of medicine and a bachelor's of surgery. This is basically, I don't think they do MB.CHB in America because I've never heard of it.
I mean, they might not do it anymore.
Yeah, because I've only heard of like MD, which is a doctorate of medicine.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, at first, he wasn't accepted into the school, but he tried again later and he enrolled in 1965. He was the first of his family to go to university, and he didn't really make friends. He just focused on his studies and his ambition moving him forward. Which, like, bro, not making friends in college, bro, good luck. So he spent 1 year being a junior doctor at Pontepra General Infirmary, which a junior doctor is like a resident. After that 1 year, he was able to work on his own, and his killings would begin.
Oh no. Yeah. Why does this make me want ice cream?
Because your mouth is on fire?
I feel like I need it.
Anyway, his colleagues would say he knew the medicine, but he wasn't much of a people person. We could gather that because he never really focused on making friends. Now, I only heard this from one of my sources, and I could not get much more information off of it, but I felt the need to share it because it's like the start of his MO.
Okay.
In October 1972, he apparently killed a 4-year-old.
Oh, what? Okay.
She was very ill. She was like on her deathbed, I think. I don't know what she had. Basically, her mother left the room, basically was like, please be kind to her, like, take care of her. And he took that as her blessing to kill her within minutes of her leaving the room.
That's insane. That's insane work.
Yeah. So he would begin working in Hyde, which is a part of Greater Manchester, and most of his patients were the elderly. He treated them at homes due to
I tried to hold it in.
interrupting
I
me.
tried to hold it in.
Interrupting me with a fucking burp.
I tried.
Maybe I'll just leave it in. She is suffering.
What?
What?
What? What if I just left right now and said, fuck you, I'm getting ice cream?
Just keep your headphones on so you can hear the story.
Just keep my headphones on, I'll hear the story. Honestly, if I just get up and leave, that's what I'm doing.
That'll be a TikTok, don't you worry. I haven't made any TikToks for you recently because I still haven't posted them.
I haven't posted the Naruto one or the Animal Crossing one.
Anyway, as I was trying to say, he treated them at their homes due to their fear of like being in hospitals, which I don't like going to the hospital. I don't blame it. I don't blame him. And he gave very thorough visits, give or take. His patients would seemingly pass away peacefully. Now, here's the thing. I didn't tell you how he kills them yet, which I'm sure you're very curious about.
Oh, I'm oh so curious, as if I haven't heard this story. I haven't heard pieces of it, though, so I'm sure they'll be new.
I'm sure. So his drug of choice was diamorphine, which is basically heroin.
Oh, so like what I did.
Maybe don't say that.
I forgot.
Did you forget we were recording?
I did.
Yeah, I don't think my parents want to know that about you.
We're gonna just take that part out. Just cut it out.
Anyway, so
I'm fine. The spicy chicken.
Okay. This drug was mostly used for pain management in terminally ill or terminal cancer patients. Honestly, like, this was the 70s. Had to do what you had to do. So in 1974, he joined a medical practice in Todmorden, Yorkshire. He was a family practitioner, and he actually started to be more outgoing than his usual introverted self, like making friends with the people around him, getting a very good rapport. So in this area, by the time he showed up, the spike in total deaths would raise by 50% that year.
Oh my gosh, I watched a freaking show about this guy. I'm just sure thought about that as I was like listening to you talk. It just like popped into my brain.
Like, huh? Yeah, so during his time there, which he was only there for 18 months, he certified 22 deaths, which was more than one a month.
Yeah.
And the patients were elderly, so no one got suspicious. They were like, oh, they just passed away. It was their time. It was their time to go. So the reason he only spent such a short time there was because he became an addict himself.
Oh no.
He used methadone, Demerol, and pethidine. It would create immediate euphoria upon injection. Um,
Okay.
he basically prescribed them to his patients and not give them all of it. So he'd just like take a little extra and use it.
Okay. Fair.
Um, he was actually also just forging them in general for patients who very clearly did not need these medications.
Okay.
Um, so he admitted his addiction and that he wanted help. And obviously he was fired because,
Well, yeah.
and he was also fined 600 pounds for the forgery.
How much is 600 pounds?
Good question. 600 pounds to dollars. It's about $805.
Oh, it's not the worst. Oh my gosh, my voice crack.
So, um, he checked himself into rehab in the winter of 1975, yet he still kept his license. Why are you showing me your belly? I don't need to see that. I do not need to see your belly.
You didn't
No.
say anything about my hair being
Yes.
chopped
I
off.
literally could not see it till now. I hope you know that. Cute.
My hair, I meant more so my hair is like a foot shorter.
It's still cute. I'm allowed to say that. Yeah, now
Crop
I got
this. This is our new TikTok profile picture.
Stop. Just you. And you're
Yes.
just like, the fuck are you doing, bitch?
No!
What did you just
Okay.
drop? Please tell me there's no sauce in your carpet.
There's a pepper.
There's a pepper in your carpet?
Like a seed.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Anyway,
it's
that
coming
is
to fruition. My
that is
headphones are
definitely.
staying on and I'm getting ice cream.
Oh my god. Okay. Uh, this is awkward. So yeah, apparently death and murder makes Corey want ice cream. Just so everybody knows. So Eva Lyons died in 1975 at the age of 70, and they listed her cancer as the cause of death. That ain't that not true. She did not die of cancer. Um, Next up we have Mary West, who was 81 years old. She lived alone. She had arthritis and asthma, but she was very lively and healthy other than her ailments. He prescribed her pethidine for her arthritis pain. And one day, the day, she had a guest over. Her name was Miriam. She was in the bathroom when Shipman arrived. When she came back in the room, Shipman claimed her cause of death was natural causes. But then, and, oh, he also said that he checked her eyes and there were no sign of life, which I don't like. I do not like. But then he told her son Christopher he had gone to his car to get a BP machine and came back to her dead and it was a stroke. He kind of would tend to sway the stories between people, and I don't know why nobody ever talked. Kind of like made no sense to me. Um, and on her death certificate, he wrote the cause of death as cerebrovascular accident, which is a stroke. So, like, make up your mind. Was it a stroke or was it natural causes? Um, it make no sense. And I am talking to myself because Corey is not back yet, and I feel very awkward. So I'm gonna wait a second. What if like her Bluetooth headphones disconnected and she actually didn't hear any of that? We're gonna find out. Corey, I have Dr. Pepper and you don't get any. Can you hear me? Yummy. No Dr. Pepper for you. You can go have your Dr. Pete.
How dare you?
What did I do?
How dare you taunt me with Dr. Pepper? And my Bluetooth headphones did not disconnect.
Yay!
I heard it.
I was worried.
My dad just decided he wanted to be extra with my ice cream and put a dollop of whipped cream and chocolate syrup. So it
Damn,
took
I have to get
forever
ice
because he
cream
was like,
myself.
wait, you need whipped cream and you need
That sounds like your dad. It needs to be perfect. We'll get ice cream later. Okay. So after I'm gonna make it very clear. I am not listing every single one of the people he has killed. You'll find out why.
Okay.
So we're gonna fast forward a little bit and we're gonna go to 1977 to Donnybrook Medical Center in Hyde. He opened up about his past and they still let him join the practice.
I mean, maybe they thought he was better.
That's exactly what it was. They thought he was basically like, okay, he went to rehab, he took his time. He still has his license. Let's give him a chance. So he was one of 7 doctors there, and he kept his strong reputation even with his high death count. The patients loved him, which kind of creeps me out. And he would continue making his house calls. Most of the killings were recorded as old age. Only a few of them were actually terminally ill. And they would basically pass in their sleep, so no questions were ever asked. It would either So our next victim is Joseph Bardsley. One day he was totally fine, enjoying his lunch, but our lunch is their dinner. So I got like a little confused till I heard someone explain it to me.
What?
They call lunch dinner and dinner supper.
Oh.
So they go breakfast, dinner, supper.
I dislike that.
No, I don't like it either. So Shipman, he was like, all right, I gotta go check on this man. It's my job. Make sure he's nice and healthy. I gotta go do my job. And his job was not only being a doctor, but also an executioner, pretty much.
Wonderful.
So Bardsley was an elderly man, but he was still very healthy. Shipman showed up, killed him, and the cause of death was listed as old age. Dude still has his lunch out on the table.
Oh.
Yeah. So he would kill 1 patient a month on average, like we discussed before, at his old practice. But by 1993, he created his own practice, and he registered roughly 3,000 patients. Which is a little much. Little much.
Yeah.
So he was one of the most popular GPs in town, which GP is a general practitioner, like your primary doctor. He was so well liked, many of his victims actually wore their nicest clothes just because they were seeing him. He was coming to visit to do his checkups on them. Like, they were actually like all decked out.
That's crazy. Let me
It's
get dicked out to
fucking
see a doctor.
right? But they all loved him. So Irene Turner was age 67 when she died on July 11th, 1996. She was a diabetic with breast cancer and a history of a heart attack. But she still had a very active lifestyle. Like, she still got out, she did her exercises in the day, she spent time with family. So during a holiday or vacation, as we call it, she caught a bad cold, so she called the doctor. Makes sense. She asked her son Michael for a meat and potato pie to eat for when Dr. Shipman left. Which honestly, that's such a good son for going out and getting it for her, being like, "Yeah, Mom, I got you. I'm gonna go get you that pie. You're gonna enjoy it." So at 3:25 p.m., their neighbor Sheila Ward saw Shipman's car, and he told her, "Wait 5 minutes before you go inside." She's like, "Give it 5 minutes." Yeah, girl was dead in her bed, on her back, neatly tucked in.
Yeah, that's insane.
Like, he actually took the time to, like, tuck her in, too.
To make it seem like she was resting.
Yep. But yet she wanted a pie. She wanted her meat and potato pie. But also, like, telling the neighbor, like, "Hey, yeah, she's
Maybe
kind of
don't
like,
go in there.
yeah, maybe just, like, give 5 minutes."
Was the neighbor even trying to go in there?
She was gonna go check on him. She saw Shipman's car and was like, "Oh no, something must be going on with my neighbor, Irene." So he claimed the cause of death was complications of diabetes and ischemic heart disease, and her waiting too long to call him. And if he had come sooner, she'd still be alive. Which, bro, we know that ain't true. She would have been dead anyway from you. Again, he told different stories to different people. But here's the thing: he wrote the wrong date on the death certificate. He wrote it as July 10th.
Oh.
And the cause of death was circulatory failure with ischemic heart disease and diabetes. So because he wrote the wrong date, they had to look into it a little more, being like, "Uh-oh, that ain't right." Because he had to go in and make a new one.
Yeah.
So Dr. Linda Reynolds was the first to be suspicious of his practices. So she worked across the street in a group practice. She was often asked to come to his office to sign some cremation forms. And he had a higher number of cremation forms than other practices, and the families felt pressured to cremate. So most of his victims were actually cremated rather than buried.
Oh.
Okay. And Corey, as someone with a degree in this field, sort of, why do you think he would pressure them to cremate? The easiest answer ever.
So that they can't do a toxicity report.
To get rid of evidence. Pretty much.
There's no body to do a toxicity report on.
Exactly. So many died in the. Are you leaving? Oh, okay.
No, I was turning my fan off. I'm sorry. Yeah, let me just dip again.
Yeah, without saying anything this time.
Yeah, I thought about it to put my trash away, but it's fine.
So many died in the afternoon fully dressed up because they were seeing him with their door unlocked because they let him in.
Yeah.
So someone who worked with Dr. Lynna Reynolds was Deborah Massey, and she was an undertaker who is Corey's favorite character from Black Butler.
I forgot. What happened to that? You didn't make a TikTok for that episode.
I didn't.
And I'm so salty about it. I wanted to post that so bad.
I thought I did edit that. Oh.
No.
But it's gone now. It's been over 30 days. I can't access it.
Help! Just take, like, audio, export, like, the Spotify thing. But yes.
It's a lot of work.
And I didn't say he was my favorite character. I said that I had a crush on him.
I hit my mic.
I just thought he was a little nice looking, okay?
Anyway, so Deborah Massey, their undertaker. She discovered there was only one medical practice with high death rates. So she was like, "Oh, you're suspicious of him too? Let's work together."
Sounds fair enough.
So they brought their findings to coroner John Pollard, who agreed they should contact police. Rumors began to spread of people, what?
What?
I wrote rumors began to spread of people being spread.
Of people being suspicious?
Yeah.
My God. People are being spread.
Yeah, they're being spread on toast.
That's not what I meant.
Oh. Tori meant the other one. Doing the spread eagle. So rumors began to spread of people being suspicious. And it got back to Shipman, which, as someone who's like, damn, I'm like killing one person a month. Do I stop the killings because they're suspicious, or do I keep doing the killings so they're not suspicious that I'm suspicious of them being suspicious?
I think it would be worse if you stopped. Because then they'd be like, oh, so like, what happened?
Yeah, what happened, So the Greater Manchester Police investigated, but they found nothing of suspicion. This was the failed investigation. They felt the officers were too unexperienced for this case, and because he wasn't caught, he kept doing his killings. So, I'm dying. On June 24th, 1998, Kathleen Grundy, who was an ex-mayoress, stop it with the fucking faces, you creepo. Kathleen Grundy, who was an ex-mayoress, was found dead in her home. Cause of death was listed as old age. What else? So her daughter, Angela Woodruff, who was a lawyer, didn't believe that cause of death. She's like, there's no way my mom just like died. Excuse you.
Excuse me, it tasted like the fucking chicken.
Anyway, no. She was like, there's no way my mom just died of old age. No. She was very healthy for 81, and it was recommended to her to check the will. Kathleen's will gave everything to Shipman. But her signature... The doctor. It was... I don't have the exact quote, but it was like, I give everything to my wonderful doctor, Dr. Harold Shipman. Like...
That's insane. Like, you have a daughter.
Right? But here's the thing. The signature did not look like her own. And also, her daughter was in charge of her financials. So don't you think she would have known?
Yeah, that's kind of odd.
So she was like, I'm taking this to the police. This ain't right. So, thankfully, she was not cremated.
Okay.
So, it's very rare for exhumation of bodies post-mortem due to the fact that, one, you're disturbing the grounds, and two, the decay.
Yeah, that's kind of gross.
Yeah. But they exhumed her body, and the autopsy sent hair and her kidney for examination. So when questioning locals, they were like, so like the police would walk up to them and they'd be like, oh, so what do you know about Dr. Harold Shipman? And they'd be like, oh, you mean Dr. Death? They literally called him Dr. Death.
Oh. That's
like, yeah, we all love him, but he just has all of his patients just seem to die.
That's crazy. Like, even if he wasn't killing them, like, there's gotta be some, like,
right?
Skill issues there.
Right? So, after questioning locals, the toxicology report came back from that autopsy. And it showed a fatal dose of diamorphine. So, diamorphine stays in the human tissue for decades. So say they caught him, like, now, we'd still be able to find the drugs in their system.
That's crazy that stays in
As
there
long
for
as we
that
had
long.
as long as we had tissue to take.
Yeah.
Because granted, I mean, this is 30 years ago, but still, some of them 50 years ago. Um, so on September 7th, 1998, he was arrested for Kathleen's murder because that was all they had evidence on so far. Because again, most of the bodies were cremated.
Duh.
So during his interrogation, he claimed to have never seen her will, yet his fingerprints were all over the place. It was printed on a Brother typewriter that he owned, and he claimed that she just borrowed it. That's why his fingerprints were all over it too, because he was there when she was using it. And like, dude was so fucking guilty, but he just continues to deny, deny, deny.
Because what else is he gonna do?
Right? So the book Prescription for Murder that was written by Brian Whittle and Gene Ritchie, they suggested maybe he felt he was out of control and he wanted to be caught. Which, like, if he wanted to be caught, then why would he lie?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Usually they just tell the truth.
Exactly. Or maybe he was just he basically was like, all right, let me take all of her money so I can just retire and leave the UK. I believe that a bit more.
Honestly, he could have.
He totally could have. Maybe that's why he did it. We don't know the motive to that part of, like, because that was the only one he really, like, got the will out of. So
Yeah, I mean, that's probably what he was trying to do. But then when that failed, he probably just was like, okay, I might as well just
yeah,
keep doing my thing.
exactly.
But he's a
So
doctor. He doesn't have enough.
I mean, he wanted all travel, bro. Travel.
I guess.
He has a family.
Ah.
I
Oh, I
bet he has,
forgot about
yeah, he
that.
has 4 kids.
I totally forgot.
So once he was taken in, they looked more into the spontaneous deaths. Specifically ones that basically had like a fresh cup of tea out or a lit cigarette in their hand. Their food was out on the table ready to be eaten. Basically, they didn't know they were dying.
Yeah.
So they claimed he also claimed Kathleen had a heroin addiction, which is why it was in her system.
Wouldn't people know?
You think? Wouldn't she have like needle marks, needle scars?
Probably.
Anyway, they actually exhumed 12 more bodies of his patients for investigation, which is, again, one was a lot before, now 12 more. And then they were charged with he was charged with 3 more murders that died of a diamorphine overdose. Because now they knew what to look for.
Yep.
So quickly, I'm going to talk about the Wagstaffs. They were actually on his defense until their son Peter looked into his mother's death. Shipman claimed the cause of death was a heart attack. But then he checked the phone records to see if he ever called the ambulance, because he was like, basically it was like, he was like, oh yeah, your mother called me saying she wasn't feeling well, something was wrong. And then when I got there, I called the ambulance, but the ambulance didn't come in time, so she just died, and I just canceled the ambulance. There was no record of him calling the ambulance or his mother even calling Shipman. He literally just showed up to kill her.
That's okay. That's weird. Like, that's
Mm-hmm.
stupid that you would like do that. Like,
That's
wouldn't
not
you
the only one
want
he did
them?
that to.
Like, wouldn't
Some
you
of them,
want them to have called?
you think? So March 1999, he was charged with 15 murders. They didn't want the jury to work on over 100 murders because lawyers could also possibly find a loophole in that. More cases, more chances to, like, extradite him. Extradite him, is that the right word?
I think so.
Let him go.
Yeah.
So this was the biggest trial in British history. And the 15 murders he is being charged with are, which some of them I listed earlier. Marie West, aged 81, Irene Turner, aged 67, Lizzie Adams, 77, Jean Lilly, 59, Ivy Lomas, 63, Muriel Grimshaw, 76, Marie Quinn, 67, Kathleen Wagstaff, 81, Bianca Pomfret, 49, Nora Nuttall, 65, Maureen Ward, 57, Pamela Hillier, 68, Winifred Miller, 73, Joan Melia, 73, and Kathleen Grundy, 81. So he was found guilty after 6 days of deliberation, and he was given 15 consecutive life sentences. And then another 4 years for the forgery.
I feel like that's just like overkill sometimes. Like 15 life sentences.
I mean, he committed murder. It was probably 1 life sentence per murder, which, I mean, yeah, that's exactly how that works. But still.
It just feels like unnecessary.
Yes, it's overkill. Because 1 life sentence is your entire life. There was, I forget where I heard this or like read it, but there was like this guy who died and came back to life, but he had a life sentence.
Yeah, and he claimed that his life sentence was over because he died.
Exactly. So maybe that's why they gave him 15, being like, you have 15 chances to die. But you still have to...
The 16th time, we'll let you
go. Because at that point, you're just playing God, bro.
Yeah, like at that point, you might as well just be God, like himself.
Literally. Yeah. But another reason they just gave him all those life sentences is because they recommended he'd never be released. Understandable.
Yeah, I wouldn't want him released.
So many people now began to worry that their loved ones were his victims. In May 2001, a public inquiry to look into the deceased patient was made to look into the deceased patients from his care. They analyzed 493 deaths over 23 years.
That's a lot.
And this just confirmed they killed about 1 per month.
That's a lot.
Mm-hmm. So the total number that he murdered is unknown. But we know it's at least 280 or more. That's why I wasn't going over every single victim.
Damn.
Even just the like 15 alone.
He's dwindling the UK population.
He literally was. And these were mostly women aged 49 to 90, other than that 1 child from earlier, which I'm still confused about and if it's actually true.
I don't know. I feel like that's so out of character.
It's so, like, but she was terminally ill, and...
I mean, I feel like it might be, like, true.
It could be. I don't have the answer. Like I said, I heard it from one source, and I felt the need to put it in. So
did he die?
On January 13th, 2004, he died in prison at 6 a.m. Basically, this was a window of opportunity for him. The, like, CO, I don't know, he was, like, on a break or something, and there was, like, a guard switch or whatever. He had, like, 15 minutes to do this shit. And
did he kill himself?
He committed suicide by hanging. Many victim families felt robbed of the knowledge of their loved ones' deaths, which, yeah. And the motive to him killing himself is unknown. Could he have been recreating his mother's death of having control with it? Obviously, it wasn't a point-to-point recreation because, you know, she just, like, passed.
Yeah.
She passed away peacefully, but I think he just wanted control in his suicide. So, after he died, Home Secretary David Blunkett said, quote, "You wake up and you receive a phone call. Shipman stopped himself. You just have to think for a minute. Is it too early to open a bottle? And then you discover that everybody's upset that he's done it." Dude was ready to celebrate, and he went, shit. Maybe I should just keep this to myself.
Yeah. It's okay.
So he maintained his innocence until his death, and his family did as well up until the very end. During the trial, his wife, Primrose, would actually strike conversation with the victim families. Just be like, oh, hi, how are you doing, sweetie? Oh, this trial's going on for too long. And I'm like, girl, your husband's the one on the stand. Like,
That's insane.
we think it, not we, but studies think it might be pathological denial on her part. Which,
I
like,
feel like probably,
yeah.
yeah. I feel like I would feel like that too. Like if Paul, like I found out Paul was a serial killer, I'd be like, no,
No, there's no
he didn't
way.
do that.
No. So only in his final days, she began to believe the suspicions and start to question everything. One of the last letters she wrote to him was basically her asking for the whole truth. And then dude took his window of opportunity.
He probably didn't want to tell her.
So after that, all four of the kids changed their last names.
Honestly, fair.
Yeah.
I would too.
I would not want to be associated with a serial killer. So I get it. And for all of the victims that he took, because there are so many we don't know about, the Garden of Tranquility was built so people can go walk around, and I think most of the names are in there that they have confirmed. But it's supposed to be like a beautiful, like, memorial. And that is Dr. Death.
No. So
Did I
sad.
traumatize you?
No.
Okay.
The only problem is that I already don't like IVs.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's okay.
I've gotten it other than just normal blood work, because, like, I don't count
I
that as an
hate-
IV. I've gotten it once for surgery.
I hate it. That's the one thing, honestly. Like that might be one of my most like nerve-wracking like things about like in the future like giving birth because they have to hook you up to like IVs.
Because you can't eat, drink, nothing.
Yeah, so it makes me nervous because I panic when I
We're
get
not get You're not getting an epidural. If you can't handle an IV, you're not getting an epidural. You're
but I
gonna
feel
fight through
like
the pain.
but I feel like that wouldn't be like that because it's not the stuff going into me that bothers me. It's the fact that the needle is in my vein.
Girl, do you know what an epidural is?
Yeah, but it doesn't go into your blood.
Yeah, but it goes in your fucking spine.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind getting shots. I know an epidural needle is like huge, but like I don't mind
Yeah,
getting shots.
and it stays in your body.
I know, but I also can't see it.
Oh, but you gotta feel it, bro. You gotta feel
Yeah.
it.
I don't know. I'll have to figure that out like when I'm about to like do that. But that makes me nervous because like I like panic when like IVs, like I get the needles. So I'm like what happens if my blood pressure starts like skyrocketing
That's
because
You'll be
I'm
okay.
like panicking
You'll be okay.
and then I die. What happens if I die?
You're not gonna die.
Yeah. I think about that a lot. Yeah. I think about a lot of things a lot.
I know.
Wow, that's how things work. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Now it's my turn to go get an ice cream.
Okay. Hey guys. I'm gonna monologue while she's gone. I don't know what I'm gonna say. If she keeps this in, hey guys. If she doesn't, then I'm so sorry. Because I'm wasting my breath. But I thought, oh my gosh, I'm hiccuping. I thought I would tell you a little bit about Stray Kids. If you guys don't know Stray Kids, right? I'm promoting Stray Kids right now. You're welcome. Hyunjin, hit me up. I want to be your friend. promoting them. Bing Chen is the leader. His animal is a wolf, and his skizu is Wolf Chan. Then we have Lino. He is a dancer, and his skizu is Libit. It's a rabbit. Then we have Chongbin. He is a rapper, and his skizu is Dweki, which is a pig and a rabbit, I think. Then we have Hyunjin. That's my bias. Oh, Lino's my bias record. Hyunjin's my bias. Because, as you guys know, I was also a dancer. But Hyunjin's a dancer, and his skizu is Jinneret, which is a ferret. Then we have Han, who is a rapper, and his skizu is Quokka. It's a Quokka. And then we have Felix, and Felix is a dancer, and his skizu is Bokuri. That's a chick. Then we have Sungmin, who is a vocalist, and his skizu is Puppy M, and it's a dog.
Look how tiny it is.
Aw, what is that?
It's a little mini drumstick.
Oh, that's cute. Anyway, let me finish.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cut it all out.
IN is a vocalist, and his skizu is Fox.
Foxini.
And it's a fox. Oh, what a thunk.
Never would have guessed.
You're gonna listen to that when you edit.
Uh-huh. Because I gotta know when to cut it.
You should just keep it in. I'm promoting Stray Kids.
But they're not giving us money.
I don't care. Dr. Pepper doesn't give us money. We talk about Dr. Pepper like every
That's different.
one.
I want Stray Kids to know I exist.
I want Stray Kids to know I exist too.
Also, I got cookie dough ice cream ball.
Put the ball in my mouth.
It's like, here you go. Imagine if I actually threw it.
That would be a TikTok.
Oh, but, no, so like, you know mochi ice cream?
Yeah.
It's like that, but cookie dough instead.
Ooh. Okay.
All right, story time.
Well, first, I did manage to get like ahead. I have like 5 stories.
I got 1. And
because
that was the one I just did.
Because I could not stop, like, I couldn't fall asleep one night, so I just sat here.
I got
and one of them is finally my first 2-parter.
Ooh!
Don't know when I'm gonna do it.
Girl texted me one day. She's like, I fell asleep at my desk playing The Sims.
That was Tuesday. Yeah. I did. Yeah, I think I did this like Sunday night. I think. But I have a 2-parter, my first one. I don't know when I'm gonna do it. It's not today.
Oh.
But I don't know when I'm gonna do it. But it's there.
Cool.
This sounds really weird, but I feel like I have like a wider range of things that I can talk about. So like it's just so random a lot of the time. Because I'm not just like doing like ghosts and like demons.
Yeah.
Which I am thankful for, because I think I would get like so bored just sitting there like reading the same shit.
How do you think I feel?
Well, you're the one who chose. You're the one who chose that.
I did.
I offered to do it, and you said no. I want to do true crime.
Because I thought you would do better for ghosts.
Why?
Because you're more in tune than I am.
Yeah. How do you even know that? Where did you come to that conclusion?
Do you really want me to say? Oh, wait, we talked about him in last episode, I think. The evil man, TM. He told me.
He told you what?
That, like, you saw his dead uncle or something.
Oh, yeah, that creeped me the fuck out. That actually scared me so bad. Did he tell you that I looked at... I remember this vividly. I was staring off into space, and he was like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, did somebody you know die look like this? And he was like, what? He was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, I see him over there. And he was like, that's my uncle.
I'm not gonna lie though, at first I thought he was lying about it. I'm like, that's so fucking stupid, bro. Come on.
No.
And then I think you told me, because like I think this was at the point where we were still kind of talking.
No, it was real. And he thought I was lying at first too, and I was like, how would I know what this man looks like?
Right?
Because I like described him to a T, and then I was like, does his name start with like a I forget what it started with, but I
I
was
think
like,
it was
does his
like
name?
I think it was like Uncle George or something.
Oh my gosh, it was.
Was
I
it?
think. I think
Like
so.
Uncle Georgie?
I think so. Oh, it was like Uncle Georgie, I think. But
It
I
was
was like,
something like that.
does his name start with like a G? And he was like, what? And he's like, you're not kidding. And I was like, no, I'm not kidding. Like, and I was like, did he die like this?
Yeah.
And he was like, you're fucking crazy. You're insane.
You're a stalker.
And I was like, I'm not a stalker, I swear. He's just talking to me right now. But yeah, I
I'm
actually totally
genuinely
forgot about that.
I'm genuinely waiting for the day because, like I told you, my mom thinks this side of the house is haunted. All right,
You're waiting for the day that I stay over and I see something.
because I
feel
don't
it.
believe her. I don't feel it.
No, I feel it. It feels weird over there.
Well, I think my mother would like that validation.
I've never seen or heard anything, but there's a different energy on that side of the house than the other side.
Well, we remember what happened right next door on this side of the house.
Yeah.
So
Maybe it has to do with that, but
I
yeah, no.
I think she said she's felt it before then, though.
I don't know. Maybe it got intensified,
Mm.
but yeah, I don't really know why. Like, I wish I could explain, because I hate going to like I love Gettysburg, but I also hate Gettysburg.
Mm-hmm.
Like, please shut the fuck up. Like, please just let me walk through the museum in peace, please.
Please don't let me see another dead child.
Oh my gosh. Did I told you that story about Gettysburg, right?
With the little orphan boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking wow. But like, I hate it, but I also love it. I wish I could tell you why I'm like that though. Because like my dad isn't like that, and my mom, as far as I know, also isn't like that. I mean, she's like more like emotionally in tune, but not like that.
My ice cream is freezer burned.
I'm sorry.
I felt it on my teeth.
I wish we like had like no, I'm going off the rails. My story's kind of short, so
Okay.
it's okay. But I wish we like obviously there's no scientific way to figure this out, but I wish we could figure out like why some people are just like more open to that.
Couldn't tell you.
Like I don't know. Like some people are just born with like different gifts. Because
Mm-hmm.
there's also the people that like people can see or they can hear or they can feel, but there's also like other kinds. There's like 7 different ways, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And like some people get multiple, some people only get
Yeah.
one. But like bitch, I'm over here like feeling and like seeing and hearing everything and it just sucks. But you learn to tune it out
Right.
eventually. Cause like when I lived at my grandparents' house still, like I started tuning out like the little boy.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like I didn't like staring at him every night.
Hey, you're kind of ugly. I can't look at you anymore.
It wasn't even that. It was just like, can you stop staring at me back? Like he just stared at me all the
Yeah.
time.
I hate that.
I actually forgot that that happened though with Evil Man.
Don't forget. Trademark.
Why did he tell you that?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
That's crazy. I totally didn't know that you knew that. And I'm surprised you remembered that and I didn't. What?
I know all.
Apparently. I don't know. I guess it makes sense now. I was this entire time I was wondering. I was like, why did she want me to do this? I had no clue why.
Bro, I don't know. I was just
I
like,
don't
no,
I
I
mean,
want to talk about blood and guts.
I mean, also, like, but the thing is, I was gonna say maybe it has to do with the fact that I'm native, because natives are just naturally more like,
Mm-hmm.
but my dad doesn't have any abilities or
Yeah.
anything. I say abilities as if I'm like Sam from Supernatural.
Spooky ooky.
But like my dad doesn't have anything. So I don't really know.
Bro, don't ask me. I'm gonna pop Dr. Pepper Tic Tac, and then you're gonna hit me with a story.
Oh my gosh, I have Dr. Pepper Tic Tacs. Anyway, I
I
told
got
you.
it. I got
What?
them from the new Korean convenience store over here.
You tried them at my house for the first
I
time.
did. And then I got my own pack.
Okay, well now I'm getting my pack out. Because now I want Dr. Pepper Tic Tacs.
I got
But
them from the Korean convenience store.
gummy.
Yum 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 yum.
But I told you that I told you that the freaking cat ran across from my car
Mm-hmm.
and then Bear with No Tail called me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So whenever Bear with No Tail calls me, I always do a Native American story because
Ooh,
it's a bear with no tail.
of course. Again, we always have to thank you, Bear with No Tail.
Thank you. The fact that he
I
doesn't even
haven't met you, but we love you.
he has like an English name. I don't know it. I literally have no clue.
He has a name. I just don't know what.
Like, I don't know what his English name is. Because like most people are not gonna call him
Mhm.
Bear with No Tail.
Yeah. It says on his state issued ID, Bear with No Tail. Bear, first name.
He
Last
actually
name
does
with no
have to
tail.
have like a registered ID with that name. He has two.
Really? Oh, because
Yeah.
they're both legal names?
Yeah. It's
Gotcha.
like if he gets in trouble, like on the reservation, most reservations have their own police. But like if he
Mhm.
gets in trouble on a reservation and it's like murder or something, but he was going by Bear with No Tail at that time, he technically has to get like identified as that
Mhm.
because it's a legal name. Like he has a birth certificate with it. So
Yeah. So if he gets caught as Bear with No Tail, his English name still has like a clean slate.
well, it's the same person, but like it like translates, but
Oh, okay.
because his birth certificate has Bear with No Tail, he has to be
Got it.
legally identifiable by that
I
name.
see.
Like when you do like a carry check and you have to put
Mhm.
like all of your previous addresses or all your previous
Mhm.
aliases, technically both his English name and Bear with No Tail are his
Yeah.
aliases.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah. But anyway, yay, Bear with No Tail, thank you for this story.
Yay, thank you.
So, like I said earlier, I know my stories are all over the place.
They always are, but that's how I like them.
But I take it a week at a time. I do what I feel
Exactly.
like doing. Okay?
Don't worry, next week you're gonna be like, bitch, what the fuck is this story? What the fuck? What the fuck? It's literally, I'm gonna tell you, that story escalates
So quickly.
so quickly, and it's just like, wait, we were just here. Now we're here. Now we're there.
Oh, great. Perfect. Perfect.
And I have only gotten like 3 paragraphs in on the
Oh,
FBI files.
oh God. Oh, anyway, get my story done. It shouldn't
Yeah,
take that
yeah.
long. My
We're still
stories
gonna hit
average
2
around the
hours.
same length, but I did hear this story like growing up, but I also had to do some outside research to get like a more
Mhm.
well-rounded approach because I did hear less of this story growing up than I did of Ozzy.
Okay.
So like I could just do Ozzy off of like what I was taught.
Mhm.
This is a mix of what I was taught and like research.
Gotcha.
What was I just about to say? I was about to talk about what we're talking about. Don't know why my
Yeah.
brain.
I heard a
So
noise, so that's what I was just fixated on.
anyway, so we're gonna talk about an entity named Pamola. And Pamola is one of the most striking beings in Abenaki traditions. Like he's like top dog, one of the top dogs.
Isn't there a town in Jersey called Pamola?
I don't
Like,
know.
when I'm going south, I see
Pomona?
Pomona. I'm thinking Pomona.
Yeah.
Close
No,
enough.
Pamola. But like Pamola is one of the top dogs out here. Okay.
Damn. Is this
He's
Abenaki? Did you say that?
Yeah,
Okay.
but he's like one of the top dogs. So he is also in Penobscot tradition, which is a different kind of native.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there is like a lot of overlap, but I'm primarily going to refer to him like in the Abenaki folklore because that's what
Mm-hmm.
I know. But he is not only Abenaki. So like just to put that out there, he's not
Okay.
solely Abenaki. But there are some variations. But Pamola sometimes comes off as a monster or a morally wrong creature. Like a lot of people think he's some kind of like evil thing, but he is not. He comes across that way because of what he does, but that's not really true. He is more so like a mountain guardian, some kind of storm spirit. He's basically the embodiment of how dangerous the wilderness can be.
Okay.
So, Pamola is a supernatural being associated with cold weather, storms, thunder, and the sacred mountain of Mount Katahdin. So, Mount Katahdin is in Maine, and it means Great Mountain, and it is named by the Penobscot natives. So, the Penobscots and the Abenakis kind of reside in similar areas.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there are different kinds of regions for Abenakis. So my family is not from the Maine like area. Like I guess they are from the Maine area, but we came from Vermont, which is a little bit away.
Little, yeah.
So like technically they were part of the same region, but where my family is from is not exactly where this takes
Mm-hmm.
place. So like my ancestors probably never came across this, but like think of that general
Mm-hmm.
area.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So in tradition, he is the protector of the mountain and a being who is both feared and respected. So the mountain itself was traditionally regarded as sacred and dangerous, and for many generations, a lot of the Penobscot and Abenaki people considered climbing to the summit of Mount Katahdin taboo because they were so afraid of Pamola.
Mm.
Like they were horrified of what this like
Damn.
spirit could do to them.
Like,
So
okay.
the most common description of what Pamola looks like is the head of a moose, the body of a man, wings of an eagle, talons or feet of an eagle, and he sometimes has antlers, sometimes has a hooked beak.
Sorry, I'm trying to picture it really quick. Give me a minute.
Yeah. So you got a moose head, a man body.
Yeah.
He has wings like an eagle
Mm-hmm.
and some
And
talons like an eagle.
talons, yeah.
That's the most common.
But
But
the
sometimes he
beak
has
with
antlers.
it's the beak with the moose head that's throwing me off.
Yeah, like okay, so that is more in Penobscot tradition.
Okay.
Abenakis, I've never heard once him having a hooked beak, but
Just imagine.
imagine you're walking and you just see that.
God, I would cry.
But this combination is important, the moose, um, the eagle, and the human, because they are considered some of like the most powerful animals of northeastern like wilderness.
Mm-hmm.
Like super strong, super fast, like basically peak of their
Mm-hmm.
like species. So he was literally made to be seen as like powerful and like feared. Like you're supposed to be afraid of him. So there are some older descriptions that are even more terrifying.
Oh,
Um so he You okay?
I think it's the bass.
Oh, okay.
Because I felt it, then I heard it.
Okay.
I feel the rumbling when they're testing.
Oh. So, um, the general description is the same, but he is also said to be a gigantic bird-like being that is capable of carrying away a moose
But he
in
is
its
a moose.
claws.
But
Yeah,
he is a moose.
yeah, I don't know. But there's just various descriptions of him, but the most common is the moose, eagle, human.
Okay.
So, Pamola, as a native spirit, has some sort of powers. They always do. And he, as I said earlier, he is associated with thunder, blizzards, snowstorms, cold winds, sudden weather changes, and other mountain hazards.
Mm-hmm.
So many traditions explain Katahdin's famously unpredictable weather as evidence of Pamola's presence. So you'll have a clear day that just randomly turns into a deadly storm within like 2 minutes, and
Love that.
people think that is Pamola.
Damn, feels like New Jersey weather.
Yeah, a little bit. But Pamola could manipulate these weather events, make them happen, make them stop, and he is often called a thunder spirit or the thunder god. And to be called a god in a culture that does not have gods,
That says something.
it's important. Native Americans don't have gods, we just have a lot of spirits.
Mm-hmm.
So many stories place him atop Mount Katahdin during the summer months, which is weird because he's associated with winter weather.
Yeah.
So he first appears during the start of summer. So he would start appearing around now, which is kind of why I wanted to do him.
Mm-hmm.
He would appear around this time because summer is starting. Um, because he's atop of a mountain, though, the weather is kind of always cold. So it doesn't really matter that it's summer. Mountains get really freaking
Mm-hmm.
cold.
Yeah.
They don't really get hot.
Yeah.
So his manipulation of weather reaches the areas below the mountain, sometimes making it unrealistically cold during the summer. That's like part of the reason that Pamola exists as an explanation for the cold, extreme weathers happening during the middle of summer when it's supposed to be 95
Yeah.
degrees.
Yeah. I don't think
So,
he hasn't been coming out these past few years, huh? Fucking 100-degree weather.
but the summer start then extends through the winter and the colder weather across the region. So basically, the only season that he is dormant is spring.
Okay.
So don't actually, there's no explanation for where he goes during the
Oh?
spring. We don't know if he just hibernates or like what he does, but he does not do anything during the spring.
Hey, you know what? His peak season's done. He just needs to calm down and take a
He just
break.
needs to chill out. He's like, I ruined enough people's lives.
He's like, you
Like,
know what? I did enough. I'm gonna go take a long ass nap.
but Pamela is not usually portrayed as randomly hunting humans. Just so you know, I keep saying he ruins people's lives. He does not hunt humans.
No, he just messes with the weather.
Yeah. But like, you know how Ozzy sort of tricked humans? And
Yeah.
he's like a little mischievous kind of
Yeah.
raccoon to teach people lessons.
Mm-hmm.
Pamela isn't really like that. Instead, he is less funny and more dangerous.
Ah.
So he instead reacts to trespassers. So Pamela is very territorial in certain areas, especially Mount Katahdin. He protects the sacred areas or areas that belong to him, and this contributes to how he reacts to those trespassers. If you don't respect it, you need to pray.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So those who enter the forbidden places, disrespect the mountain, or climb where they should not, may suffer storms and blizzards randomly starting, extreme cold weather, extremely harsh winds, getting lost, curses, abduction, and imprisonment.
Oh.
So Pamela acts more like a supernatural warden. Like he's not a predator, he protects. Just a little scary.
Yeah. Just a little.
So, as I mentioned literally just now, people who trespass may be subject to imprisonment. And what I mean by that is that Pamela sometimes keeps prisoners, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
And stories describe people who enter his territory and never return, or who become trapped in his realm. Some legends say he imprisoned humans forever on or near the mountain.
Okay.
So he just like, you know how I said earlier he's kind of said to be able to carry an entire moose
Mm-hmm.
like weight in his claws?
Yeah.
People just think he just like picks people up that don't listen and just like imprisons them on the
He
mountain.
goes, caw, and just grabs them.
That's basically what people think. He goes,
No, he does not.
but this kind of imprisonment would likely happen if you don't heed his weather warning. So, like, if he changes the weather, like, abruptly over and over and over, and you just ignore it.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you're trespassing after extensive attempts by Pamola to get rid of you.
Damn.
I
Some
told you
people
on
can't take a
Tuesdays I go
hint.
down there later because I talked to Kelly. Yeah, usually around 9. I just go down like a half an hour later. Oh.
Faithful.
I thought today was Tuesday. I meant
It's
Thursday.
Thursday.
I meant Thursday.
I thought it was Tuesday because I came. Tuesday.
Because we didn't get to talk on Tuesday.
It's like it's Thursday.
That's why I thought today was Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Because it's like every Tuesday. Yeah, usually around 9. But
How did I know? How did I know?
it's okay. I'm not going down there
I
right
know.
this second. But there's also a chance that you may receive a favor from Pamola though.
Ooh.
So he may take prisoners, but he also may take a liking. So let's say you're stuck. You're freezing. You're becoming hypothermic. Because he
Uh-oh.
started a giant blizzard. You can't find your way back. This was all Pamola trying to get rid of you. He's trying to get you to turn away from the restricted and sacred area that you may be entering. However, you don't listen. He comes for you, and he finds you struggling, genuinely unable to leave. Instead of imprisoning you, maybe he'll aid you down the mountain. Maybe he'll give you extra time to find your way back. Or maybe he'll provide you with shelter for a certain amount of time.
He'd be lonely.
But it's not out of the goodness of his heart.
Oh.
Those who receive those favors are bound by strict conditions. Breaking whatever conditions he gives you, they're different for each individual. Whatever the specific ones may be, can bring upon disastrous events either for you or your community.
Oh.
So if he grants you a favor, he's going to be like, I will help you down this mountain if you can abide by this. And if you break it at any point during your life, ooh, you're screwed.
And everyone around you is also screwed.
Yeah. Dealings with native spirits require absolute obedience. So if you somehow gain a spirit's trust, do not break it.
No.
So some people see Pamola as evil because he takes prisoners and starts inconvenient or harmful weather. But this is where a lot of modern audiences kind of misunderstand him, because he's better understood as territorial and sacred rather than evil.
Okay.
Many indigenous traditions don't divide spirits as simply good or evil categories. So we saw this with Ozzy Bond back in the very beginning of this.
Oh, God.
He was mischievous, a trickster, but he had lessons. Like, there was a reason for him to exist. He had the good in the bad.
Mm-hmm.
Pamola punishes disrespect and intrusion, but he is also a rightful guardian of a sacred place. So he's not good or bad. Every native folklore has a meaning, a lesson, or a symbol behind it. So Pamola does have a few. So he symbolizes the following. So he symbolizes the power of nature. So Mount Katahdin can be beautiful and deadly, and Pamola personifies that reality. Nature can be beautiful, but you must be careful. Literally anything can be dangerous.
Yeah.
Respect for sacred places. His stories warn against treating sacred landscapes casually. These places are sacred for a reason. You're not supposed to disrespect them. You're not supposed to just
Yeah.
wander into them. There's practices behind them, and you should respect that.
Mm-hmm.
The danger of arrogance. So people who ignore warnings or believe themselves immune to nature's power often suffer in his stories. So those who enter a sacred area and feel the harsh winds or get a very intense snow, get lost but refuse to leave, are the ones who become captured or imprisoned or end up dying up there. Those who venture there, feel the wind, start to freeze to death, but genuinely can't find their way back, sometimes receive grace from him, but not without a cost. And those who respect it entirely and never venture are the only ones who protect themselves from Pamola, but they are not immune.
Sounds about right.
Then lastly, he warns of winter and storms, which basically teaches people to prepare accordingly.
Yeah.
Because you dress for the weather, you're smart, you're prepared for anything. It's a lot easier to not die.
Yeah.
How can you avoid him or appease him? There's only small ways. You can't avoid him forever.
Don't go to the mountain.
Yeah. That's literally the first thing that it says. The simplest way is to not venture to the mountain.
Yeah.
Don't go somewhere that you know is his area.
Mm-hmm.
So respect the mountain. Do not boast, because he'll come after you. Follow other taboos. Do not enter sacred areas, and make offerings when appropriate. You can make offerings to him, which is very rare, like in native culture. So some historical accounts mention offerings intended to appease Pamola and prevent harm, but with these offerings, the intent is more important than the objects, but he can deny one. So you can technically offer anything, you just have to intend to offer it to him
Okay.
with good, intentions.
Not like
But
yeah, I'm gonna go hike, just don't fucking bother me. He won't like that.
No. You can offer him, like, if you have an apple, you can offer him an apple, but he can say, screw this apple and I hate it.
Mm-hmm.
But you can try.
Gotcha.
And then the central lesson is to just not fight the monster. Show humility before power. Show humility
Yeah.
before nature, other spiritual forces.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's kind of hard to imagine, like, how he might manifest, because he sounds boring, like, on the surface. Like, very boring on the surface. But, like, when I was a kid, Bear with No Tail would always tell me, like, this, like, he'd be like, imagine this. Because I was a child who liked to go places I wasn't supposed to go.
Sounds about right. Sounds like you.
So he would be like, imagine this and then think twice. Okay. So what he used to tell me was, imagine that you're walking for hours up and down on a mountain hike. You barely know the area. You just decided to go there for whatever reason. It was kind of like a whim. Then you find yourself standing on a mountain ridge looking down to see a beautiful landscape. You stare down into the sunny sky as clouds suddenly roll in. Thunder shakes the rocks, freezing wind cuts through your clothes, and suddenly you can't see anything at all. You're cold, things are loud, and a storm could start any minute, but you can't see anything, especially not when that storm is going to start. You're lost, and you start to panic, and you realize you only have a few minutes to find your way back down to the bottom, but it's almost impossible. As you walk, you realize you're going in circles, only to see a marker that indicates sacred native land, and you had accidentally entered a sacred site, and now Pamola is punishing you for entering. You never make it back down the mountain.
Damn. He was like, yeah, don't wander or else you're gonna fucking die.
Yeah, that's literally the entire story that I used to hear as a kid.
He was like, hey, kid, I'm gonna traumatize you real quick, so.
But it worked. I
True.
stopped wandering to places I wasn't supposed to be.
Yeah.
I still do that now. I'm like, I don't know if I'm supposed to go back there.
Like,
Not because
I'm
because I think
good.
I'm gonna die, but like anyway, that's Pamola. And it was kind of boring on the surface, but
I still can't get over how he's supposed to fucking look. No.
hey guys.
I don't know how I feel about that.
It's okay.
Okay, well.
I swear I just heard fucking thunder.
I know it's supposed to start raining in a couple days.
Imagine he heard me say that.
Yeah, no, it's not supposed to rain till Sunday.
He hates me. He's mad at me.
He is mad. All right, well, maybe we're gonna take a little break from Native American lore so Corey doesn't die.
I mean, it's been like almost the entire thing since I've done it. Right?
Well,
The the only other one I did was Ozzypon.
yeah. And that was like episode 5, maybe 4 or 5.
I think it was 4.
Yeah, that was very early on, and we're already in the 20s now. We just had a schedule up to like 50.
Wow, I'm still thinking about the fact that you remembered that thing about Evil Nancy.
Yeah, oopsies.
That's crazy. What did he
Uh-oh.
even say? Do you even remember?
Sorry, 1 second. Oh, I don't have to answer that. Okay. No, Japan trip group chat.
Oh.
Jackson was like, "What are you guys doing Tuesday or Wednesday?" And I was ready to be like, "I know I have something. Oh, I'm with you." I think that's.
Yeah. Do you even remember what he said though?
No, because he texted me it.
What was even the point though? Like, why did he even tell you?
It was out of nowhere. Like, I was at work or something, and he was like, "Yo, Corey just like saw my fucking dead uncle," and I'm like, "I am with children right now. The fuck?"
What? Oh,
I was at work.
I thought you were saying like I am with child.
Oh, fuck that.
And
No.
I was like, I'm sorry, what?
Never.
That's crazy. I'm surprised he even freaking remembered that.
This bitch. He's like, so a new ramen place opened up over here. And I don't want to say the name because they've been pretty vocal in
I
their
know what
media.
you're talking
Yeah.
about.
And I was trying to convince Sky to go with me today. And they were like, "No, I'm too tired." And Jackson then texted me. He was like, "Duck-chan is taking me to get ramen," and I'm like, "You're going to fucking Kyo Ramen, aren't you?" I'm gonna
Duck.
bleep that out. I know.
Duck.
So yes, Duck. I have a friend named Duck. And
I
yeah,
want to meet
so
Duck.
you'll meet him soon. Don't worry. I'll take you to get pho one day. We'll go to his restaurant.
Good. I'll be like, hey, thanks for the.
But oh yeah, thanks for the tickets.
Like, hey, my name is Corey. Thanks for the tickets. He'd be like, what are you talking about?
But yeah, no, in the Japan family group chat, he's trying to get us all to go. And his dad goes, "Oh yeah, sure, we can go. I saw eggs over rice." And Jackson's like, "You mean omu rice?" And his dad's like, "Oh, Maurice." The fuck? He said to the chef, the fuck?
What?
He's a dad.
Okay.
He's a dad. It's a dad joke.
Anyway.
Sign off?
Yes.
All right. This is your social media.
Our Instagram.
No.
Fine. Our Instagram.
Put the microphone down.
Fuck you.
Don't.
We basically are 1 degree away from each other.
Stop! I don't want to talk about that.
There's a 1 degree separation, okay?
Yeah, and that separation's gone.
But it was happening at the same time.
Shush! My parents listen.
Just bleep it out.
Future Kelly, cut that all out, please.
Anyway, our Instagram is Let's Spill the Tea Pod. Our Gmail is it's lstt.pod
There
at
you go.
gmail.com.
There you go.
I tried to say the TikTok first. The TikTok is Let's Spill the Tea.pod.
'Cause I
And
had to put the
my
dot in
name
there.
is Corey.
And I'm Kelly.
And we just spilled that tea.
Goodbye.
Bye. Why did I do it with that